Hello and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X, where today we are going to be doing a bunch more green quests and also hopefully unlocking Mia. Because she is going to join our party. We just need to help her a whole bunch of times. I actually accidentally found the next step between streams. Also, between streams, I went and grabbed all of the segment recon that I could grab without triggering a specific cutscene or anything like that. Because I wanted to play this game, but there was so much time, so yeah, I went and killed a bunch of stuff. And opened a bunch of containers. But there are some tyrants that I didn't kill because this one here, when I got close enough to where it spawns, a cutscene ate me. And so I quickly closed the game and reloaded my save. Hello. Over here. Hello? Yeah, up here. Chief. It's me, Mia, the lovable scamp who keeps brightening your life. Killer view up here. You should join me. Okay. Careful, it took me like 4 tries to make it up here. A woman of weaker will would have wept, but not Mia. I think that deserves some praise, right? Along with my awesome alliteration abilities? Oh snap, I did it again! Woo, Mia! So, get up here already, would you? I'm getting tired of shouting! Would have been kinder if they had actually had this quest visible on the map before triggering it. Anyway, let's get right on up there. Some workout, huh? Although you beat the pants off my time, sheesh. But how about this view? Can't beat it. Moments like these make adventuring all worth it. Traversing unknown lands, seeing new sights, breathing air never before breathed. You can't get this feeling of total awe from a picture or video feed. I just love it. I guess it's genetic. My parents were explorer types too. They were actually pretty well known back on Earth. Set a world record for summiting Mount Everest as a pair. They even had a TV station that sponsored them. Seriously, an entire station. But when I was 15, the mountain wasn't even that tough. They apparently made it to the top just fine, but on the way down, they just vanished. There was a huge search and all that, but no one found even a single trace. I don't think they got cocky either. I watched them pack that morning and they were as careful as ever. Anyway, they taught me the joys and the dangers of adventuring. And I want to keep their spirit alive, you know? If they were here, they'd be going nuts exploring the heck out of this crazy planet. But they're not, so now it's up to me, because someone's got to. I mean, just look. Mira's literally a huge pile of stuff you could never see on Earth. I could spend my whole life out here and not even see a tenth of it. So I need to hurry up and see everything I can see, for my parents and for me. What? Ah, I'm falling! Or am I? What in the heck? A nice birdie saved me. Wait, no it didn't. Oh, hell no, I'm not going to be eaten like some worm. Ah, help me, Chief. Well, just leave Mia to her own devices. Hello. I saw something that bears investigating. Okay, not the most interesting thing, but... Still, you pass a container out in the middle of nowhere. Makes you curious. Even if it's BP that I could have waited until after recruiting Mia to get, so that she would actually be entitled to it. I have gone past where Mia should be, so I guess she's going to be down below. Ah! Ah, you came for me. You're the best, Chief. I want to hug you so hard right now. But, ouch. Sorry, I think the fall bruised my everything. When that thing first had me in its mouth, I sort of freaked out. But after a minute, this calm came over me and I saw its eye right there. And I thought, hey, maybe if I poke that, it'll let go of me. I mean, even the buffest gym bro can't work out his eyeballs, right? They're all equally squishy. Being able to think clearly in a pinch like that is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. Where was I? Oh, right, the stabby bit. So anyway, I took my dagger, aimed at the eyeball, and kerstab! Man, it did not enjoy that. Thing squawked bloody murder and dropped me. Of course, then I fell from the sky like a ton of bricks. Guess my awesome plan didn't factor in what would happen if I was dropped from such a height. I'll just have to file the whole crippling fall part away under room for improvement. She's done the impossible. She managed to take fall damage on Mira. Next time, though, always learning from past mistakes. That's me. So, think you could keep up this trend of saving my buns by lending me a shoulder? I don't think I'll be standing on my own anytime soon. Ow. Sorry. And thanks.
Seems we've been found out. What now? Make them count. Natural command. 0-0. Melee attack. Take this. Yes, we did it. We got him. Let's move.
Hey, Chief. What can I say? I owe you for about 1,000,001 things. I'd have been dead a dozen times over by now if not for you. And this time was especially bad. One of those painful reminders of how big and scary the world can be. I guess... I guess I have to admit that charging into danger on my own like this is crazy, so maybe it's time. Time that I got better gear. That's it, all right. I'll be fine right now if... I'd be fine right now if I'd been equipped like a champ instead of a chump. Other than that, I don't think I did anything wrong. Yep. Definitely need to stock up before my next adventure, which means I'm gonna need some cash. Dad always said sponsors are an explorer's best friend. Oh, sorry, Chief. You still here? Aw, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. You go knock those missions dead. If I've got anything going for me, it's resilience. And my good looks, but mostly resilience. Thanks so much for checking in on me. And here I expected her to ask us for money right then and there. Do you have a minute? Sorry, silly question. You're here, so of course you're free. Anyway, I'm Millie. I was sent out to this caravan as part of our treaty with the Nopon. And yes, I'm aware that I got saddled with a job nobody else wanted. But this alliance is really important, so somebody had to play ambassador. And the Nopon are pretty fun once you get to know them. I suppose I've grown attached in my own way. Anyway, my point is... What was my point? Oh, right. I've got something I need another Blade's help with. One for all and all for one, right? So there's someone in the caravan who's been sick for ages. It'd be nice if I could help with some human medical know-how, but there's one problem. With all of us in Mimiosomes these days, our medical tech is closer to mechanic work. It doesn't really apply to Xenos, you know? But I got to thinking. I'll bet there's data on organic medicine stored in those pieces of the lifehold that New LA is looking for. If we could find some, it's possible we could treat some of the conditions the Nopon currently think are incurable. I don't have the faintest idea where to look, but do you think you could give searching a try? Yeah, how's the patient doing? She's bedridden in that tent out back. I don't get the impression she's on death's door, but it's still not a good situation. She hasn't been able to be up and about since long before I came here. Poor thing. But can I assume from your concern that you're willing to take on the job? So the reason my advancing through that text was a little slower is I was looking up where the next step of Mia's questline was. Thanks so much, and good luck tracking down that medical data. I'll keep my fingers crossed here. Not nighttime, that's why he's not showing up. The two Welkin Levitath are defeated? Very good. Those beasts resemble the ones Rothians hunted when coming of age on our home planet. They seemed fine opponents to gauge your skill as a warrior. It was hardly a challenge. I see you have metal to match your skill. I like it. I would welcome one of your caliber as my third pupil. But now is the time for the true test. I would have you challenge my pupils. 2 Rothian males by the names of Giziordo and Giziord. They are skilled warriors both, and all the more formidable when fighting as a pair. But of late, that power has made them proud. They have parted ways to train alone, no longer seeing the need for one another's aid. At this rate, I fear they will lose sight of their true potential and end life as mediocre talents. Therefore, I would ask your assistance in beating the sense back into them. Giziordo is at King's Falls in Oblivia, and Giziord is in Sylvalum at the Second Anvil Rock. I leave the matter to you. You can find me here. Wait, there was also a question mark on the map. Where did that go? Did it go away when I change the time? Will it come back if I change the time back? It will indeed. And knowing now that question marks can be time sensitive in terms of even appearing on the map, that's not ideal. We march upon Kaldros to smite our long-sworn foe. You, human, you are the vaunted warrior who bested even the blade of our own prince, yes? Your people and mine are joined by blood oath. Will you do us the great honor of joining in this fight? Yeah, what are you planning to do, huh? After first landing on this planet, many of my fellow Rothians were devoured by the vile Queen Jakul. We go now to slit her belly and retrieve their bones. By custom, vengeance should be claimed by Rothian hands alone. But time and wear have dulled our weapons and shattered our skills, and those with the skill to repair them met their end in the foul Queen's maw. To go alone would be to die with vengeance unwon, and so it is that I swallow my pride and beg your assistance. Will you march with us to still the breath of the putrid Queen Jakul forever? Yeah, sure. We will not forget this debt. Now let the hunt begin. Ah, look, the 3 talons. Excellent timing. This fine human will join our hunt, my friends. General, this is a matter for Rothian hands alone. We need enlist no help from outsiders. Well said, brother. We will avenge our father ourselves. We have trained long and hard for that very purpose. No foe can stand against the combined might of Da Naguth, the Cutting Wind, Da Giri, the Thunder Crash, and Da Zilbe, the Boulder Smasher. My siblings and I require no further assistance, least of all from a scrawny outsider. I'm tougher than all 3 of you. A bold boast, but I shall need proof that your bravery is not mere talk. I will hear no squabbling. I know and respect the strength of the 3 talons, but I will not have you die needlessly. May we spar with this warrior you have found before marching on the Queen Jakul, then? Knowing an ally's strength is paramount when trusting them with one's back in battle. If we decide she is more liability than asset, then I must insist that she stays behind. It would not do to lead an ally into certain death. No doubt you wish to know the caliber of those you will be fighting with as well, friend. Yeah, sure. And rightly so. Then we shall await you atop Stickstone Rise. We shall endeavor to do you no lasting harm, but I advise you to come prepared just the same. This quest does, in fact, have preventable NPC deaths. You must be the one my master sent. Well met. I have awaited you for far too long. Yeah, hey, bud. What? Speak up, human. Be heard. You sound like that mewling weakling, Giziord. And yet you have earned the faith of my master, so I have no doubt that your demeanor masks a set of well-honed fangs. Ah, my pulse pounds in anticipation. Come, hurry, let the match begin. I am Giziordo, hero among Rothians, courageous and bold, fierce and fearless. I argued the proper methods of war long and loud with Giziorde. With this battle, I will prove that mine is the only truth. Stand you ready? Then let our duel begin.
It didn't have to be like this. Make them count. I match your command. 0-0. Side slash. Try attacking at range. I won't miss this shot. Violent spring. Executioner. Conduction right. That could have done it. Excellent. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Right. I've been saving this last sacrifice. Panicking. We perfectly primed. Side slash.
Easy. Now I finally have the TP to enter overdrive today. Haha, you have more than proven your strength. You have an impressive blend of fearsome power and beautiful technique. I see now why Master Gobelg sent you. I lack your refined skill. I merely fix the enemy in my sights and charge forth. Until now, Giziorde was always at my back to help direct that force. Fighting you has forced me to acknowledge just what a boon that was. Yeah, rejoin with him and improve the both of you. Perhaps you are right. I could spend a lifetime pressing on alone and never reach your level. Ours was no minor quarrel either, and while I am unsure how to approach him now, I will begin by asking my master where to find him. You must go and fight Giziorde as well, for he is my nemesis and greatest ally. I eagerly await the day we cross blades again. For now, farewell. Alright, so looks like Mia's over here and I didn't even need to look it up.
Hey!
Wait. No way, is that you, Chief? Working all the way out here in Silvalum, are you? Man, this place is some trip. Me? Oh, I'm out here adventuring as usual. Problem is, my Skell took fire on the far side of the lake up ahead and just conked out. You have a Skell? Since when? When did you get a license? How did you get a Skell? This caravan was nice enough to take me in. But New LA only gives skill licenses to people who they think are qualified. How? You're not even a blade. You snuck out. How did you get a skill? Yeah, how were you able to get a skill? Right? They're way too expensive. Can you keep a secret? There's one in a maintenance hangar back at HQ, so I kinda volunteered it for an unplanned field test? Authorized by me? Okay, so I kind of just took it. Enemy ambush notwithstanding, I'm not hurt. I could head home whenever I want to. But I feel bad abandoning the Skell, you know? These little Nopon here have offered their help, but fortunately the damage isn't that bad. Honestly, I could probably fix it myself. I mean, I am a mechanic after all. But first, I'm gonna need some parts. The caravan has a few in stock, but not enough. Which, brings us to the request portion of our program. Is there any way I could ask you to gather the remaining parts I need for the repairs? I mean, it's gotta be fate that we met here. Can't go against fate, right? Right? Fine. Really? Aw, you're so nice! My dream is to one day become a real blade operative like you, Chief. Did you know that? Honest, that's not just flattery. I'd actually dream of being you if it wasn't slightly disturbing. But you're strong and kind and reliable, and that's what I aspire to be.
Chief!
Welcome back, Chief. How's the hunt for those Skell parts going? Apparently, I have them all. Thank you so much! Now I can get the repairs done. Next stop, my Skell. Time to hit the road. But please don't make me go back there alone. There could be enemies and junk running around, and I'm sure all of them would want me dead. You don't mind playing bodyguard, do you? I promise I'll have my ride patched up in no time. It'll be a walk in the park. Now come on, time's a-wastin'. Off we go. Got in the Skell before fast traveling, because that way we end up there in our Skell. We made it! Good to see the old girl is still here. I'll get right to fixing her up, Chief. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, and try not to tear up when you see your little protege ride her Skell off into the sunset. Right then, time to make like a walnut and get cracking. I don't think walnuts want to crack. And done. Good as new. Pretty quick, huh? Back when I worked as tech staff, they called me Lightning Mia. Nice. All systems are go, and visibility is perfect. Thanks for all the help, Chief. My ride's back in action and ready for the next adventure. Have fun. And blast off! Well, that wasn't ideal.
Bring it on!
Wait. This is what shot her down? Oh, come on. I've been shot down again? What did I ever do to these people? Talk about your anger management issues. Oh, but this time I didn't just sit around getting shot at. No siree. This time I traced the trajectory of the bullets and found that they came from a turret in the fort up ahead. Guess I'm not getting through here till I've done something about that fort. Time to cook up a master strategy for taking it down. Booyah, Grandma! Though that'll be tougher now that my skull is busted. Again. But look on the bright side. The damage isn't bad, and there are still materials left over from last time for me to fix it with. I'll get started on repairs. Oh, and if you want to kill time by, say, overthrowing that fort, that would be awesome. We'll overcome this thing through teamwork, Chief. You and me.
They spotted us.
Oh. So it wasn't implying that the Unifold was what shot her down. It was that Unifolges can aggro via proximity by, like, popping out of the ground or whatever.
They've spotted us. Let's get the adrenaline pumping. My adrenaline. Dad, come on, let's go. You're freaking out. Top of them with gunfire. I'm really quite excited. That was great. Do you mind if I take one as my
I expected we'd be fighting Ziggs, not
Watch you don't snap up my whole
pugilists.
team.
Like when she said she got shot down by a turret. Ziggs are the turret enemies. We did it, Chief! I was tightening the last screw here just as I heard the gunfire die off. This is the first time I've really taken part in a team operation. Pretty neat. I may have more of a knack for this than I first thought. Anywho, the enemy turret's down and my skull's back up, so it's time to get back to adventuring. Next up is... maybe I'll head north and check out Caldros. Meanwhile, I owe you big time. Again. Role models like you who look after others get nothing but respect in my book. Well, time waits for no woman. I'm off. Take care, Chief. Adios, Chief. Hope we can team up again the next time our paths cross. Who knows? Maybe next time you'll see me in combat. Exciting! So long for now! Okay. So there is actually another mission that needs to be completed before Mia's next mission shows up. And the question then is, do I even have access to it? I don't know. What I do know is that I do have other missions that I've got access to. Just real quick, looking up the mission that is required so that I can see what requirements it has. Is this Sylvalum? Wee fell asleep in backpack and woke up here. Back of friend really is the only way to travel. Thanks, friend. Wee handle everything from here. All right, Sword of Legendariness, come out. It's no use trying to hide from legend. Gah! Something wrong with it? No, response is coming in loud and clear, but there are 3 responses showing up. Must be result of nasty cold and spores. Still, one of these 3 must be Sword. We just have to try them one by one. This may prove to be toughest trial yet, but Mui and friend will overcome it. Now, onward! Sword calls out to be found! Sure is nice not being able to see a dang thing. Anyway, I'm going to use my powers of deduction and assume that specifically the segment that is marked as the Sword of Legendariness is going to be the one where the real sword is. Okay, so it's gonna be in this cave then. Honestly, I should probably just take all the weapons included. Just to save time on stream. This is biggest Legendar response yet. Leave it to Mui. Murph? Oh ho ho! Mui finally found Sword of Legendariness! Good old Xenoblade 1 reference. That's a Monado right there. Yeah, are you sure that that's the real thing? See? Handguard bears strange pattern. It's just as Moi said, there is no mistake this time. Also, from his perspective, that would not be a backwards hiragana po. Or no, wait. Is that hiragana katakana? Hang on. That's katakana. Katakana po. Yeah, hiragana looks way different. Never mind. I'm losing it. But either way. As for why it's a po, I don't know. Because the Monado's different things show what it's meant to be cutting, I guess. So in this case, it's for cutting po? It's not going to be for Nopon, that's for sure. because that would be no. Or maybe even mo, because that's their verbal tick in Japanese. Instead of talking weird, they just have mo as a verbal tick at the end of their sentences. Yeah, it just as Moi Moi said, there's no mistake this time. Now all Moi Moi need to do is deliver this to Boss Man Walter and collect pile of money. As soon as cash is in hands of Moi Moi, the feasting can begin. Moi Moi call ahead and have Brother Pong get party ready. Back to New LA, friend. Mush! Just got your report confirming the Lifehold unit's coordinates. Nice work. Access code? What access code? I haven't heard anything about an access code. I'll double check on my end, but... Look, are you sure you're doing it right? I'm just working off the data I have, but there's never been any mention of access codes before. They were never designed to be scattered around like this, so it just doesn't make sense to put any fancy security in place. Yeah, I don't know. Normally I love surprises, but I'm not a fan of this one. Well, I'll look into it. Meanwhile, you keep investigating the site and ring me up if you find anything. I'll give you a buzz if I find anything here. Toodles! You crack that code yet? It's a simple trap if you ask me, but you humans lose any sense of caution when it comes to these pieces of that Lifehold of yours. The program asking you for a code isn't connected to a lock at all. It just sends a signal when someone touches it. That signal comes to us. And then we can secure the high ground around you before you are even aware of us. Except we're on top of the thing and you're below, so we have the high ground. You are around us, but we have the high ground. That device is of no real use to us, but not destroying it has certainly paid off. It's the perfect snare for idiots like you. And now that I've shared the trick behind our little setup here, we can move on to the fun part, where we kill you.
They've spotted us. Good time to win. Dad? Go! Ghost Walker! Violent streak! Time for the coup de grace! It worked! It's time to attack! Stream it! Conduction right! Stream it! I'm putting an end to this!
Be nice if we didn't get stuck in no visibility 4 mode, but
you're turning into very nice.
I guess we've just won. Oh, but this is a timed thing, so we need to survive. So we may have to deal with a total of 3 minutes of 0 visibility.
I shall tolerate no more of this. I'm putting an end to this. Now, if I were you.
I think I can see why they're called Mist Milsati, though.
It didn't have to be like this. Good time to weaken them. Okay, it's time to attack. I'm putting an end to this. Stream it! We're coming for the kill now. It's my range now, are you? Stream it! Black Bay! Just work day? Sounds like fun to me.
Finding the fun in anything is the key to success. It didn't have to be like this.
If you truly must travel, have a little break. Perfectly overdrive. Try ruined tail. Executioner.
Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you? Oh, my poor sweet Celica.
Lady Neil, you jest.
It didn't have to be like this.
I'm moving it. Quiver. I couldn't
I hope they give me loot for all this, but then again, normally loot comes immediately after killing things, so
They've spotted us.
I don't think we're gonna get loot for it.
Initiating overdrive. Ruined tail. Follow me.
You're alright. You're not hurt, are you? Oh, my poor sweet Celica.
Hey, we can see you again.
You jest.
It didn't have to be like this.
Good time to losing my temper. Stream it! Very nice.
I mean, they're up there, but they're not aggroing to me. We're good. You've got to be kidding me. There's no fun in an ambush if your prey fights back. And this is probably all the backup we can hope to get. All right, men, fight! Leave no one alive!
It didn't have to be like this.
Good time to weaken.
Subordinates are really quite exceptional. Do you mind if I take one as my assistant?
Headhunting, are we? I'd better watch you don't snap up my whole team.
Now that's how to evade. You can do it. Overdrive. Activating overdrive.
That was great.
I've received the data you were able to salvage. Seems it wasn't just library data. It looks like an automatic communication log of some sort. The timestamp places it just before the White Whale crashed, and the sender is a different ARC ship sent up from another country. Needless to say, the Whale's crew had their hands full at the time, so they were too busy to trace the other ship's course, or even to analyze the message's contents, frankly. But doing that now may bring to light all kinds of important new info. Which means finding this data was a big deal. Great work, Tiger. Unless it turns out the data is actually useless, in which case this was a waste of everyone's time. But none of that changes the fact that your job is to grab the core memory module and bring it home safe. Don't leave a single byte behind, honey. I hear Gizordo lost to you. He was a fool not to heed my warnings. I told him his brute force approach would one day leave him open to the blade of a more thoughtful opponent. And what was your impression? Did Giziordo put up a fight fit to uphold the pride of the Rothians? It was easy. Agreed. A strong fool is a fool just the same. He does not understand how power should be used. Forgive the long preamble. I am Giziorde. My master appears to consider Giziordo and myself to be equals. But I am nothing like that muscle-headed brute. He is a mindless violence, whereas I practice war as the true art it is. To perceive the battlefield with a cool head before cutting through with a swift blade is the warrior's way. I will prove that with my actions now. On guard!
It didn't have to be like this.
Good time to
I'm sorry, but I didn't have overdrive available for him. I speak for you. You remained level-headed throughout, yet at times made moves that could only be called reckless. I made one move, and it won me the battle, sir. It is as if fire and water inhabited a single body. I was wholly unable to read your attacks. No, the truth is that my own intentions were too easily read. This is what my master tried to tell me. I was always able to catch my opponents unawares because Giziordo was there to throw them off guard. The same mindless violence I insulted was the very piece missing from my own fighting. Yeah, you should rejoin him and fight at each other's sides. True, it may be something I would never find without his aid. But I said many harsh things in our arguments, and I do not know the words to offer him now. First, I must return to Master Gobelg and thank him for sending you to me. Huh. I wonder what Giziordo gained from fighting you, for he is my greatest rival and strongest ally. Tell me, what did he say when... No, forgive me, I must ask him that myself. For now, I beg your leave. Farewell. Why is my scale picking up? Viseja, is that you? How many times did I tell you not to come? This is my fight. I shall not involve you in it. Yeah, I was sent to help. But hang on a sec. I don't think this one can result in any kind of death. Yeah. Viseja sent you? Ugh, I told her to forget about me for her own good, but she never did listen. I saw too many good men and women die needlessly as pawns of the ganglion. I will drink a toast to them with the blood of our enemies. I am sorry for your trouble. Please return to Viseja and tell her that Gedjoe has perished in glory. I have spent far longer considering her than you know, human. but I cannot live with the knowledge that the Ganglions' insults to my people remain unanswered. I am a warrior before I am a woman. Even if it means breaking Viseja's heart, I will walk the path of vengeance. I should cast away this bracelet now, take my own advice, and forget about her. A woman about to die has no use for sentiment. I wish to leave regrets behind. You should leave this dangerous place. It is crawling with Marnock scouts. Oh, you mean like these ones?
It didn't have to be like this.
Oh, this one does actually have preventable increases. Thankfully, the decision I just made earlier
Let's move.
does not lead to them. Oh. Hang on. Ah, here it is. We had to grab that first. Grabbing that before talking to Gedjua here is what allows us to prevent a death. Wait, are you the one who hailed me? I told you to go home. This is a Rothian battlefield. There's no place for a human upon it. And now we must shake head. You are nearly as meddlesome as Viseja. I can see why you two hit it off. But you must leave. Neither you nor she understands the depth of my resolve in choosing this path. I even threw away her bracelet in order to put my former life out of my mind. Why must you keep hounding me? Oh, you mean this bracelet? What? This is the symbol of our bond. Ah! Why are you doing this? I'm about to cede my life to preserve the honor of the Rothian people, and you bring me this? I know there's a bunch of containers here, but they're all just BP. I would rather save them for when I've got Mia. You are that meddler from before. Come here to save me, have you? Damn it all. Looking at this silver bracelet flooded my mind with memories of her. It made me scared to die. My legs are shaking and my eyes blurred with tears. I could not go after him. It is a sorry excuse for a warrior who comes this far only to lose their nerve. No, you made the right call. I'm a warrior. This is anything but right. And though it shames me, it seems I need your help. Seeing that bracelet reminded me of all I have to lose. I cannot keep my promise if I die here.
They've spotted us.
Oh, yes, we did it.
Nice work.
You have prevailed.
Amazing. Most terrifying. Almost terrifying, really. I see now how you humans held your own against us Rothians. And thank you. I may just live to keep my promise to Viseja now. Yeah, no more crazy plans, right? Worry not, human. I gave my word to keep her safe for as long as I draw breath. If I were to die, it would make me a liar. Even if it means turning my back on the Rothian warrior's way, I would do it. For I would turn the whole world widdershins for Viseja. That was so long ago, and with all that has happened since the Ganglion came, I had forgotten about it. But when you returned this bracelet to me, it came back so clearly. The shame stings, yet I shall return to Seja's side. think returning to my skull here is slightly faster than just walking out to it. Yeah. Because we were inside a cave, and the skull was not. Well, that was easy. Is our quest NPC. The marker is here, but the NPC is not.
That's great!
Hey, you're back! Did you find a piece of the lifeboat that contained the information I was after? There you go. Wow, this really does look like medical data. Nice going. This should at least point us to the cause of her condition. If it also lists a treatment, so much the better, but even just knowing the cause may help us. Looks like we'll actually be able to help her get better. I just wish that were the end of things. But, it seems the sick Nopon's lover took off in search of a cure. All he could really do is bank on discovering something during his travels. Guess he didn't expect you to show up with a cure for their incurable disease. Anyway, he must still be out there somewhere, wandering across Mira in vain. Kind of tragic, don't you think? I wish we could let him know that there's hope for his girlfriend to get better. Plus, I'm sure she'd get better quicker with him around to give her support. This is a lot to ask as a tack on to my previous huge and vague request, but, could you maybe track down that wandering Nopon and tell him to hurry home? It's for her health, and for love. So, please? Any ideas where he might be? Oh, over here, huh? Oh, well, I see we're just checking the various caravans. Cauldros seems like a decent place to check first. I'm not seeing... Well, maybe I need to talk to the,
Yeah?
Oh. Nope. Nope. So either we need to change the time in order to get what information we need here, or else this place having a quest marker at all is just a red herring. Okay, seems like there's not a whole lot of good to be done here.
What?
Ah, surely at Beehive Rock, you say? Stars are talking tonight. Friend has business with Bobora. It must be important if Friend is interrupting conversation with stars. Yeah, you got a sick girlfriend? Friend knows about sweet Henna waiting back at Caravan. Who is Friend? So Friend came all this way as request from Caravan? Bobora thanks Friend for making long trip. So, what did Caravan need? Actually, forget that. How is Henna? What? What? Henna is cured? Someone found cure? All this wandering and Bobora never finds so much as single clue. But Friend just turns up and... No, none of that matters. All that matters is getting home to see Henna better and smiling. Bobora heading back to Caravan now.
It didn't have to be like this. Good time to withdraw. Initiating overdrive. Let's give it a chance.
You're turning into a fine blade. I'm proud of you.
Hey, welcome back. Looks like you managed to track down Henna's boyfriend. You should have seen it. As soon as I told her he'd come home, she was bursting with energy. Said she wasn't about to let him see her bedridden, so she got up and started cleaning. It was sweet, and their big emotional reunion is just about to happen. Your timing's perfect. Ah, speak of the devil, here comes Henna. Henna! Bobora, come home, or Bobora, home to see you. Bobora, hear news and come running. Bobora? Is that really Bobora? Of course, Bobora here to see Henna finally feeling better. Oh, Bobora, it has been so long. Henna missed you so much. Bobora feels same. Oh, Bobora. So the joke is that she is very large. Bobora! Oops. Gah! Leaving already? And Bobora only just came home. Henna finally better now, but even still, Bobora is Wanderer. Cruel, beautiful Wanderer. Henna will wait for a return of Bobora always. Always believing, always loving. Wow. Well, it was emotional for a second there, at least. I guess that's enough. So, would you hate me if I asked you to track him down one more time? And we've actually got electrical storm weather, which means the one tyrant I haven't been able to actually try to kill in Oblivia is available for the killing. Problem is I can't fast travel to it because fast travel re-randomizes the weather. Thankfully, we have fast skills. There's our man. Something tells me that though our skills can stand in this water, it's too deep for our bodies to stand
I'm
in.
good to go. Hunter's blow. They're freaking out. We're in my sight. Gunfight. Hypernova. I shall stop you cold in your tracks. Bring it home. Gravity slap. One thing I will not the mist.
So while I would be able to kill this guy much faster, were I to be able to do ground combat. Probably can't do ground combat, so we'll just take the slow way. We'll die anyway.
Come on. Come on. Gravity slap. I shall stop you.
There we go. So it appears that there are only 2 segments in all of Oblivia that are not yet complete. What am I in combat with?
Nice work.
This container, being human in origin, does mean that it was more likely to be of some value. I am curious, because some of the locked segments are just locked because I guess we haven't gotten information on them or something. And some are locked because whatever completes them is just straight up unavailable. So I must wonder which this one is. It's looking like it's probably locked because it's just not available yet. So what is this quest? A dish served cold. So that'll actually be the other segment in Oblivia. The quest that we need in order to unlock Mia's next quest comes from the commercial district. And we have learned that available quests do not always show. They only show when the quest giver is actually out and about. And yet, unfortunately, they're still not here. I was really hoping that it would just be a day or night type of thing. I need to look at my completed missions. But not basic, normal ones. Have I completed Good Fortune? I'm not seeing it. Do I have it? I don't. Okay, so need to do that in order to unlock the one that I'm looking for. So what I'm actually looking for is a mission in the industrial district. Probably needs to be at a different time. There's no quests. Okay, let us once again fish through our missions. I need to have completed the attack on Biano Hills, which I'm pretty sure I have. Apparently I haven't. Oh, I need to have met a certain NPC, I guess. Specifically that one.
Friends should hear this.
Yes?
Oh, have you come to see the town helper? I'm sorry, what? You don't know who the town helper is? It's me, silly. I'm a mediator, but I started dabbling on the side. I teach weapon skills, offer equipment tips, deliver lost items, give life advice. Folks just started calling me the town helper. I kind of like it, to be honest. Okay, we're in business. Didn't expect quests to be locked behind talking to NPCs that had nothing to do with anything else. Wonder how many quests I've missed because I haven't talked to everyone.
Well?
Hey there, how's work? Sorry to bug you when you're busy, but do you think you could help me out with a teensy favor? It's actually a really juicy offer. Has to do with you, me, and my man Clemens here. Yeah, what you got? I thought you might be interested. Hard to resist a pretty face like Clemens, after all. You wouldn't believe what we got up to when we first met. Wait, why are you rolling your eyes? You're not even a little bit curious? Sheesh. How you're not curious about a catch like me is simply mystifying. Well, there's no accounting for taste, I suppose. Anyway, the little job I mentioned actually comes from Clemens. And since he found the intel, I'll let him do the briefing. Hey there. Like he said, the name's Clemens. So you know the Ganglion Fortress north of the city? I've got witnesses saying they've recently installed some brand new weapon there. But the fact they're doing so in secret instead of making it a show of force is worrisome. That means it's not just a deterrent. They're planning to use it, likely when they think we'll least expect it. The good news is that they don't know we have this intel yet. So we need to launch our own surprise attack before they launch theirs, and now is our best chance. If we're lucky, we might take down their new weapon and the whole fortress to boot. But that's only if we act fast, which is why we need your help. See? Totally legit business offer. We've already sent in an advance team. They should be working on suppressing the hold's defenses now. You would be playing escort to a science team we're sending in to analyze whatever this weapon of theirs is. Ha! There. See? Easy as pie. So you get all your little duckies in a row because you're shipping out ASAP. What? Wait, say again? Hold on, is that confirmed? Oh my gosh, that is awful! Situation's changed, kiddos. Our advance team ran into more resistance than we expected and got pretty much, wiped out. The science team is officially cancelled. Now I want you to go in there and get whatever's left of the advance team out pronto. I know this little job's taken a real turn for the grim, but you're still in, right? Clemens and I need to focus on information gathering, so you get out there as soon as you can. We're counting on you. Ta-ta!
Thanks.
Thank you. I'd honestly given up hope. I can tell you, none of us went into this thing lightly. But it didn't matter. They knew we were coming. Had a reception party all lined up and waiting. I don't get it. We were told they didn't know about the intel Clemens got, and yet... I hate to even consider it, but that leak might have been part of their plan from the beginning. Still, there's no way Clemens would fall for shady info like that. Of all the Blades I know, not him. Guess there's no point worrying about it here. I'm afraid I'm the only one left now. The mission's a total failure. We need to extract out to New LA right now. Planning our next move comes after. You go on ahead. I'm pretty shook up, but I can make it back on my own. Welcome back, heroine. Nice work out there. That blade you saved beat you back here. It tears me up that he's the only one who made it home, but at least he's doing well. As for the operation at the North Fortress, it seems we all got played for saps. Clemens sold us out to the Ganglion. His fake intel sent our advance team straight into an ambush. He's being questioned by his CO as we speak. And yes, those are total air quotes. I never would have taken Clemens for a traitor. Was that Suriella just now? You know her, right? New LA's own town helper? Helping people out is sort of her, well, hobby. And since we can always use the help, we give her plenty of opportunities. kind of feels like we're taking advantage of her sometimes, but she doesn't seem to mind. Wonder what's got her in such a hurry, though. Did you see anybody pass by here? Suriella tore through like a bat out of heck. And that advanced automatically. That is so weird. I must not have seen you when you doubled back. I didn't double back. The person you saw wasn't me. It's some alien posing as me. What? Wait, what? That mess at the Ganglion Fortress with the fake intel was them too. It's a Definian. They can change shape. I was interrogating Clemens when, well, I thought I was interrogating Clemens, but then that Definian showed her true form. Now she's posing as Suriella and trying to get away. So the Clemens that betrayed us was a fake? You got it. New LA's under lockdown right now. We've got blades and skells at all the exits. It's physically impossible for her to get out through that. So now it's our job to find her. And honestly, we could use some help. A shapeshifter, huh? Talk about a pain in the glutes. If there's anything I can do to help, please tell me. You can stay put right here, honey. But... girl, that thing is impersonating you. If you go wandering around, you'll only be in the way. So leave this one to us, okay? We've got this. All right, we've got a Definian to catch. We know that sneaky snake is somewhere in the city, and that she was last seen looking like Suriella. I'll start out in the administrative district. You take a look at the commercial district. I mean, this quest is being offered right here in front of us. I might as well take it.
Very well.
Oh ho, it's the mighty warrior from before. I thought fate might see fit to cross our paths again, and here we are. Shall we celebrate this happy accident with a quick round of sparring? Yeah, fighting within the city is frowned upon. Ah, yes. In fact, the other day I received a severe tongue lashing from the humans about just this. Some weak-livered hand-wringing about public safety. But I do not wish to make trouble for your kind, so thank you for reminding me. What say you to Noctilum as a backdrop, then? It's a perfect spot to apply some of the classic 100 Hellions guerrilla warfare tactics. This will be a different match than our last, I assure you. So then, shall we battle? I knew you would say that. How amusing. I've only crossed blades with you once before, but we already feel like old companions of war. Yeah, not really. Got your guard up already? Heh. I've never been good at that kind of mental game. My master always chastised me for revealing my heart to my foes. I imagine there's much you could teach me. I shall go ahead to the entrance of Noctilum. When you are ready, meet me at the bridge that is known as the Elephant's Trunk. Like whatever we're looking for. Oh, it's Clemens. He's not supposed to be here. Or maybe he is. I don't know. Oh, are you the blade Lara hired to help? Whoa, hold on. I'm the real Clemens, not the Definian with the bum intel. I didn't even realize I'd been impersonated. I was out of the city on a mission. I get back, and all of a sudden I'm in some weird nightmare. And now that thing's impersonating Suriella. Well, I haven't seen her around here, so maybe you should try searching a different area. Wait, before you go, I just heard somebody say they saw a body in the industrial district. Could be related to this case. Lara said he was on his way there now. Maybe it's worth meeting up with him? You might just learn something new. Later. You know, I have a feeling that Clemens was in fact the Definian, and perhaps we should have confirmed with someone else before taking his word. Just a thought. Like, when you're dealing with shapeshifters, your best option is communication. Constant communication. Garnet, why are you here? Oh well, doesn't matter. Take a look at this body. It's Clemens, the real Clemens. Poor guy. I'd say time of death was about a week ago. Killed by the same Definian who set up this ambush, is my guess. Yeah, that's, we just saw him moments ago. What is it? Something stick out to you about his time of death? Judging by the body, I'm pretty confident in my guess. But it's a mimeosome. Surely these mechanical bodies don't rot or anything. But if not a week, then it's been here a few days at the very least. Yes, you're still staring at me all funny. Are you coming to a realization here, or what? Look, even if you're not sure yet, let's hear it. Yeah, I saw the suspect. What? Where? Why didn't you stop her? Wait, you talked to Clemens just now? It has to have been that nasty Definian. She knew you hadn't seen this body yet, so she turned back into Clemens to fool you. Urgh, this is so infuriating. We're going to find her, or him, whatever, and then we're going to... Oops, 1 second, emergency message. Huh? What the heck is this? Suriella and Clemens are fighting outside the city. That Clemens has to be our perp. I'll head out as soon as I can gear up, but you go on ahead. They're at the little island west of the city. How did they get out? I thought it was supposed to be a physical impossibility for Suriella to get out of the city. Our information network is so exploitable. Your methods are soft. You risk destroying the bond of trust we've built up over long years of work. The Ganglion have faith in Definian spies above all others for a reason. I will not let you compromise that. But that is myopic. My methods are sound. There is intelligence that cannot be acquired save by blending in with humankind, earning their trust, and understanding their ways. Is that not the ideal to which any spy should aspire? I have simply been putting it into practice. And in the process, you've grown attached to them. What? You've immersed yourself in their society for too long. It has tainted you. To be entrusted with a mission as grand as infiltrating and destroying the human stronghold from the inside, any Definian would be thrilled to earn such trust. And then you betray us like this? I haven't. Then why do you struggle for words? If you hold no love for humans and remain loyal to the Ganglion, why do you not deny these claims outright? You have no response because there isn't one. I take your silence as confirmation of your betrayal. you are relieved of your mission to destroy humanity, I will take over from this point. Diara, wait! Don't worry, dear Aereo, I am not without mercy. I will allow you to die as a Definian, to rest eternal in your true form. Arrgh! Well, in good time at any rate. But before we can resolve our differences, it seems we have an interruption to deal with. It appears that your beloved humans have finally pieced it all together. So I will deal with you just as soon as we've buried this fool.
They spotted us.
We've got the edge.
The expedition continues.
I take it you heard everything? Yeah, I also see that you're out here, which I was told was a physical impossibility. It's true. I am a Definian spy sent by the Ganglion to infiltrate your city. In the chaos following New LA's landing here, a woman named Suriella died, and I took her place. Ever since, I have been living as a human. In other words, the human you have known as Suriella since the founding of New LA has been me. I have kept the same identity all this time, save for one brief exception. The Clemens you met in the commercial district? That was also me. I did it to alert you that the Clemens who deceived you was a fake. And also to buy time to confront Diara, who had been posing as Clemens. I needed you to find the real Clemens's body. As to why I did it, it's as you heard Diara say. Over the course of my life with your kind, I began to feel joy for the first time since my life began. To put it as a human might, color came into my life. It was exhilarating. But as a result, I started to have doubts about my mission for the Ganglion, and began to entertain serious thoughts of desertion. However, I know none of that excuses what I've done. I was a Ganglion spy. This cannot be denied. But at least allow me to face my punishment honestly, as a human might. I believe we are meant to forgive. And I mean, technically, she didn't commit any crimes other than identity theft. Ridiculous. You would simply let me walk away? You are cruel. You must know I have nowhere to go now. And that's enough of a pity party, darling. I hate to just jump in after you two have hashed things out, but I'm pretty much going to. If you don't mind, I'll take care of things with our little Definian friend. And don't go thinking I'm just a sucker for a sob story. We don't know anywhere near enough about the Definians, and this one's going to help us fix that. As for what happens to her after that, I'll have to have a long chat with Commander Vandam. I assume you have no complaints with that, hmm? Not that it matters. Done then, so I'll be taking things from here. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate all you did. You can be sure I'll give you a ringing endorsement to the higher-ups in my report. And don't worry about this one. I won't let them go too hard on her. Think you can trust me on this? Thanks, hot stuff. Oh, and maybe next time we can meet up for something a little more casual. Dinner, maybe. Put it on your calendar. Okay, now we can do good fortune.
Here's a story for you.
I beseech you.
You're back. I've been waiting. What, surprised to have a criminal with a record of trickery come to see you all on her own? Lara Nara said he'd let me go free if I came and talked to you, so here I am. I have no idea what my next move is after turning on the ganglion. Do you? Yeah, you can join us in fighting them. You taught me the joy of living, the workings of life. I'd like to continue to nurture that within me. But that would mean making an enemy of all my sisters who work for the ganglion. I don't know if I'm capable of that. Capable of hurting a fellow Definian, I mean. No, allowing my sisters to go on compounding their crimes in thoughtless obedience is far worse. There's one task before me which takes precedence over all others. I must free my sisters from their loathsome mission. Will you help me? You are the only one in this city who knows who I truly am. I can turn to no one else. Fortune is coming topside. This could be our chance.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I have deceived you time and again, and still you would help me. Thank you. I feel like I understand why Lara Nara sent me to speak to you. Yeah, tell me about Fortune. The Sage Fortune has given our orders since ancient times, though I have never seen her in person. She's being transported across Sylvalum right now, guarded by my sisters. If we can take her out, we may be able to free them from bondage. Please find that Definian squad and take Fortune from them. Alrighty. Let's get out there then.
One, two, three, four.
Here come the lesser organisms. You will kneel before the glory of our queen. The queen is clearly the ball. But yeah, where is this queen? You've come all this way without knowing anything? Then you will die in ignorance. Fortune commands it.
They've spotted us.
They're off guard. I won't miss the last little break. Just like this.
Hey, Fortune, you want to come with us?
Fool.
You will not touch me with those filthy hands. I am Fortune, Queen of the Definians and Keeper of the Galaxy's wisdom since time immemorial. You will act as befits a lesser being in my presence. Sure, whatever. It seems you are at least capable of some form of intelligent thought. Then I will not resist for now. Take me where you will. Truthfully, it matters not. In time, you will know death at the hands of my daughters. That doesn't sound ideal.
Mother.
I feel her. You have brought Fortune here. So that is what has ruled over us as queen and mother all these years. For all the crimes she forced upon us, I can't help but feel a nostalgic warmth. Yeah, what's up now? Analyze the data first and foremost. My sisters are far too mercurial to pin down unless I have an absolute grasp of all the Definians. I think it's time I had a long talk with Mother here. And when I'm done, I will stop my sisters from doing any more evil, no matter what it takes. And now we can do Definian Downfall, which is the mission that is standing between us and recruiting Mia.
Yeah, so listen.
It always bugs me when people are on top of this structure. It's too tall to jump on.
Listen. Talk about cute.
I see.
But I suppose this gives us an opportunity to get our skells out of the road.
We must speak.
Oh, Garnet, good. Processing the data took time, but I'm finally close to the information about my sisters. Once I have that, I should be able to free them. Ha ha! A powerless little Definian like you believes she can thwart her mother's ambitions? Not alone, but with Garnet's help, absolutely. Right? I'm sure you'll be able to overcome any trick or trap she throws our way. Yep. And what will a single human do? That pathetic creature is just another marionette dancing at my command. She isn't like us Definians. If you look her in the eye, see her confidence and resolve, and still feel nothing, then I pity you, Mother. All right, the analysis is complete. What? Could Mother and so few Definians really control all of my sisters? If this is true, then freeing my sisters should be easy. We just have to dispose of the 3 Definians in that base. Ah, ha, ha, ha! You honestly think that thing there is capable of defeating the 3 sisters? They are my finest masterpieces among all Definians. If you so much as approach them, your death will be assured. I imagine this will be the last request I ever make of you, Garnet. Will you put an end to my kind's long history of deception and subjugation? Thank you. I knew I could count on you. I'll obtain the access code to the base from Mother now. That should allow you to face the 3 sisters. You want to know the access code? Well, I'll give it to you under one condition. Kill that traitor and return me to my daughters. Do this and I will tell you all you wish to know. Yeah, you'll be the one who dies unless you talk. If you wish to kill me, then cease blabbing and do it. My daughters already carry my will within them. I may cease to exist as an entity, but my ambitions will remain. I will be the victor in the end. Ignore Mother's words. She's only trying to take control of the conversation. More importantly, I've figured out the encryption system. Her pompous AI itself is what's protecting that data. So if we can find a way to erase her personality, we'll have our access code. Fiend! Would you really kill your own mother? Could you weak-willed Definians survive my loss? I'm not afraid to find out. Ha! Empty bravado. You Definians need me. But enough talk. If you're capable of ending me, then do it. Hey, Garnet, what do you think I should do? Should we kill her or should look for some other way? Okay, so this one does, in fact, change the outcome of this quest to a degree. Specifically, whether one specific NPC survives. But let's go Mercy, because this results in more living people on the affinity chart. But what? I don't know how to get past her encryption. It would take a scientist with almost supernatural knowledge. Are we really going to find someone like that here in New LA? I mean, there's the professor.
Am I right?
Hey, Garnet, got any leads on some quick cash? What's that? An ancient metallic organism? Meh, doesn't sound very lucrative. But it does sound truly amazing. Heh, it's been a while since something's come along to tickle my researching fancy. You've got my scholarly curiosity piqued, kid. Right, bring that sucker on over here then. The great Professor B will get to the bottom of this one personally. I see. How truly amazing indeed. The metal's internal structure has organized itself into a processing system, which manifested what you could rightly call a will. Not really something you see every day, this. Who is this brute accessing data storage now? Data not found? No, this cannot be. There's no information in all of space I do not know. Well, mark my words. I am Fortune, queen and keeper of the galaxy's knowledge since time immemorial. My soul is not for the likes of you to touch, you filthy animal. Well, she's certainly a fan of herself, huh? Let's say we dig in there and modify her personality a little, If we switch her encryption AI personality out for a chatty one, she'll happily tell you anything you could think to ask. Yeah, can you do that? Still haven't learned not to doubt me, eh, kid? Nothing is impossible for Professor B. You get me a resonating Madinator and an octopus board, and I'll have Her Royal Highness minding her P's and Q's in no time. Okay, I have got the stuff, apparently. Oh, thanks science you're back. This sucker was getting on my last nerve, seriously. Another hour of that and I'd have smashed her to bits. So hand over those materials, kid. I'm gonna lose it if I don't reprogram her right now. All right, good. I'll get to work straight away. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Time to be reborn, Fortune. Stop this. No. Do not tinker with my soul. I am Queen of the Definians, keeper of the galaxy's knowledge since time immemorial. I am Fortune. Ah! No! Bingo! Hey there, Miss Fortune. Why don't you introduce yourself? I am Fortune, Queen of the Definians and Keeper of the Galaxy's knowledge since time immemorial. Bow down before me, wretched fools. Well, crap, that's not actually different at all. The old girl's got grit, I'll give her that. It will take more than a primate with a screwdriver to remake me. You lose, fool. Nya, nya, nya. Stupid, ugly booger face. Though she does seem an awful lot less mature now. I wouldn't be surprised if she cracked under a little bit of interrogation at this point. Nuh-uh, stupid. There's no way I'm telling your dumb face that access code ever. Now heed me, Garnet. I command you to kill everyone here and take me to my daughters and totally hurry it up already. What are you? Ow! Stop it! Ow! Quit it, you dang barbarian! All right, I'll talk. I'll give you the stupid access code. Just stop this violence at once. Got it. Now if we can just take down the three sisters, the organization driving my kind to crime will crumble. Their base is in Cauldros. Oh, and I know their combat abilities are far beyond my own, so be ready for a tough fight. And this actually gives us access to a part of Cauldros that we did not previously have. Now we're allowed in this cave. Question is, do I have to actually finish this quest for Mia is Missing to be accessible? Or can we get Mia right now? It looks like we probably have to finish the quest. So I suppose I shall go in the direction the game is telling me to go. Kinda glad we're a high enough level to just ignore all of the enemies here. Any success in infiltrating the Three Sisters' quarters? What? There's a barrier blocking your way? I remember that security being in place when I was still there. You'll need to find 3 keys distributed between the Definians and Milsadi. Though I doubt they ever dreamed they'd be invaded, so you may find them just lying around nearby. In any case, once you obtain 3, you should be able to pass through that barrier to the sisters. Okay, gotta find 3 keys. Three keys which may or may not just be lying around nearby. Oh, there's one up there. Alright, we got key number 2. I imagine another one of the keys is going to be over here in this area that we've been through before, because there were Milsadi there. Oh, did I see? I did. That's quite the large tyrant. Well, it looks like there's room for ground combat. So let me just real quick ghost walk into the freaking water.
Time to give this all we've got. So Walker, fight it.
No, don't go in the water.
Touch me up.
Both times I've used Ghost Walker, I've walked straight into the water. Why does my character just choose the direction that leads to the water?
Overdrive, people.
And why did it have to move over here?
Follow me. Overdrive. I can primer. Leave it to me. Yeah, got it. I shall tolerate no more of this. I shall give it my all. Couldn't rock. Weakness. 0-0.
There.
Tough, huh? I don't know why they even bothered.
That was much more annoying than it needed to be. I'm guessing the third key is going to be actually on the other side of the cave. Oh, never mind. There is no way further west from here. Maybe inside that structure down there, though. Nope. Maybe we will have to pop open some containers. Ooh, a G9 mining probe. And here's why I remember that this cave is one of the places that I needed to go to get probes, but that I couldn't access yet when I was on my probe getting stream. pretty sure I've only gotten the 2 keys so far. Which I suppose means that the 3rd is definitely somewhere. I hope it does not mean that the 3rd is inside an enemy. It's probably not going to be inside a container either, honestly. But I mean, hey, popping all these containers open will at least keep me from having to come back here. But then again, I have to come back here for the Mia quest, so nothing is going to keep me from having to come back here. Okay, so this doesn't even show getting the 3 keys as part of the quest. How singularly unhelpful. Well, I think that's all the containers we can get in the parts of this cave we can reach. So the question then is, where would the last key be? Split between the Definians and the Milsati, we know that. I mean, this is not a unique type of Definian, but
Switch to close range combat. Full specs. Don't worry, I won't let up.
Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you? Oh, my poor sweet Celica.
Lady Neil, you just...
yeah, I was kind of hoping that combat would just give it to us. But alas. Do I have to duck into all of these structures? There's only so many places a key could be. No, I do have this mission. Ah. One of them is, in fact, inside of a creature. That one.
You won't stop us.
Which means I would have found this earlier if I was not a high enough level to ignore all combat.
That was great.
Yep, if I had to deal with aggro, we would have found that ages ago. But now I've got all 3 keys, and therefore we can get through this barrier no problem. And if we weren't playing Definitive Edition, it would have been impossible to get stuck there. Because it would have been impossible to out-level aggro here. Because the level cap used to be 60. And enemies will aggro to you unless you are over 10 levels above them. Are you one of the sisters? No. Why is this door not open? I want the container. Why is the door not open? I guess this container is up there. Wonder how we get up there. Well, here's one of, or all three of them. Ugh, I thought I smelled something. Looks like the livestock has wandered in. Haha, indeed, sister. Though this clever little animal is the one who took up mother. Ha 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 ha. And she came back of her own accord. She must be just dying for a beating. But is it so surprising as a life born solely to serve as a tool for our use? Such a creature should come to accept its punishment and spare us the inconvenience of hunting it down. So, as a special reward, let us kill it ourselves. Are you ready, my sisters? By all means, let's be done with this soon. It's nearly time for tea. A nice bit of exercise before snack time sounds fine. I'm ready to rend some flesh. Then let us begin. You there, animal. You may use these final breaths to curse your birth as a lesser organism.
It didn't have to be like this.
Arius, Judah, answer me. My sister's voices gone silent. But no, that only means we need apply a greater force to training you, to breaking you. That's how it has always been with each new race of primitives. You are no different, and you will bow as the rest. We have firearms. Why are we not shooting?
It didn't have to be like this.
We need strength to see the I suppose I'm getting used to this.
So she ran this way. But it appears there's nowhere to go from here. That door's still closed. Well, that's an interesting machine, the likes of which we have not seen before. We have traveled far and subjugated the inferior races of many planets together with our mother Fortune. It is as a law of the universe, and surely livestock cannot be happy without the hand of a master to guide them. Are you really incapable of seeing even so obvious a truth? Yeah, your point is neither obvious nor true. Then you acknowledge your own inferiority. No matter, livestock never understands until the whip meets their back. We will teach you that now, so thoroughly that even you might ken it.
We've been spotted, and it's big.
Good time to weaken them.
I'm putting an end to this.
No more of this.
This should not be. You are an inferior organism. We are absolute masters. It is a law of the universe. Mother told us so. Then why do you serve the ganglion? Mother Fortune, aid your daughters now. Why do we keep letting her get away? I can no longer hear Mother. Tell me this, Garnet, before you go. Yes, we have deceived you. Yes, we've claimed lives. But that is our job. In this finite universe of ours, it is the sacred duty of superior beings to weigh the value of all life. Do you truly believe that humanity, in its weakness, ignorance, and hubris, really merits survival, even at the cost of eliminating superior life like us? Yeah, no life is superior. Well, no, that's asterisk intelligent. Sapient, maybe. You are a fool, and that is why your kind is hopeless. This time we will show you the paltry worth of your human life by force. Ah yes, by attacking me with the same machine that I already handily destroyed.
What now?
Make them count.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Energy source. Scream edge. I've been saving ice.
Move in and do some damage.
It's time to attack.
I am losing a bit
grab.
more enemies.
I'm putting an end to this.
I shall tolerate no more of this. You did it!
And back to New LA. Where I see we need to get back up on that stupid roof. Stop parking skells in the road.
At last.
The voice that was always being broadcast into my head has finally fallen silent. Is it all finally over? Yep, they're gone. Thank you. Now we can all finally be free of the manufactured madness Mother and the sisters forced upon my sisters and I. They'll simply blend into the things around them and live out peaceful, quiet lives. Thank you for all that you've done, and for being so kind to someone like me. Take this. It's the least I can do in return. I may not still look like this, but I'll be around the city. Let's meet again someday. All right, come on, Mom. Ow! I will not be manhandled in this way. I'm the ruler of all space. Hey, what are you doing? You're not the ruler of anything anymore, Mom. You're just a chatty ball, and I'm here to make sure that you never forget it. Urgh, this is a violation of my rights and autonomy. Your parents should be ashamed. And now that that's done, we should be able to go back and say hello to Mia. So where is Mia? Ah. She is supposed to be inside the structure that had the closed door. Which is not where I expected, given that's not where the segment recon is for this quest, but whatever. Hello? Damn it. Anybody there? I could use some help here. Anybody? Anybody at all? Well, if I had my preference, a nice person would be best, but Nobody? Really? Oh, come on. Somebody help! Hi, Mia. Huh? Ah! Somebody answered. A probably real, not a hallucination this time. Somebody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you must be super busy and this must look super suspicious, but please hear me out. Have pity. Not gonna lie, I'm in a deep pile of swid dung here. So, pretty please, I'll be your best friend. Oh man, thank goodness. I seriously didn't know what I was gonna do if no one came. I mean, I could have died out here. Or I guess, in here. Hey, wait a minute. I know that voice. Chief, is that you? Unreal. I mean, really, what are the chances? Pretty low, right? Like 9%? I'm calling it. This is fate. How else would you turn up right at my darkest hour? Oh, right. Speaking of, you can probably tell I'm in serious trouble here. I made it here to Caldros okay, and the exploring was going great at first, but at some point I guess I wandered into a bad neighborhood, Xeno-wise. Next thing you know, my skell's a smoking pile of slag, and I've sort of been taken prisoner. I'll fast forward through the proby bits that followed. Let's just say I'll file the whole thing somewhere between horrific and awkward. Trust me, you do not want to know more. Unless you do, in which case, not judging. Buy me a drink and I'll catch you up. Anyway, tragedy plus time equals I'm still stuck in here. So help me, please. The jerk guarding the cell always wears a blue uniform. Not sure why. But she's got to be the one carrying the key thingy that opens this door. I'm counting on you, Chief. Get the key thingy off the blue uniformed alien lady and get me out of here. Please. All right, time to look for a blue uniformed alien lady. Also, surely there must be a way up there that I have missed. Like maybe some ramp from under here? Are you a blue uniformed lady?
Make him count.
Good work. Expedition continues.
I am not seeing any keys, so that was definitely not the right person. Still, a tyrant worth deposing. Oh, here's the ramp. Ooh, and it's a human container. Nothing wrong with a research G5. I don't think that's the real Mia. Huh? Captain, is that you? Yeah, that ain't the real Mia. She calls me Chief. Chief. Sorry, I meant Chief. What brings you all the way out here? Me? Oh, I'm just on patrol. All's well on the front lines, ma'am. Nothing to report. Mia's not a member of Blade. She wouldn't be on patrol. Definitely not on the front lines. Huh? Captured? Me? What are you talking about, Chief? I'm right here, free as a bird. You sure you didn't stumble into some incredibly elaborate trap? Yeah, no. What's that? Why am I here? Like in the philosophical sense? That's a pretty deep question. I mean, really, why are any of us... Not what you meant. Right. I came out here for the money, same as every other Blade. I mean, obviously. Mia's not a Blade. Nobody would risk their neck for idle curiosity, least of all me. No, that's exactly what you risk your neck for. And why slave for others? Money's the only thing that'll never betray you. Anyway, I heard there was a lot of treasure here in Cauldra, so I came to grab my share. At least that was the plan. Getting captured? Not so much. But I've totally learned that lesson. What's with the skeptical look there, Chief? Did I say something out of character? For me, I mean? Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's with the weapons and the bloodlust, Chief? It's me, cute little Mia. Why are you going all crazy all of a sudden? This is nuts. Also super annoying. Insolent fool. Whoops, that last line broke character, huh? Huh? Damn you, human. This wouldn't have happened if I'd had time to complete a full identity scan. And of course, the camera had to swing around and show us her butt. Because this is Xenoblade Chronicles X, and if there is a butt to show, it will show the butt.
Good time to weaken them.
Offensive stance!
I'm
I
putting
shall
it in.
tell them no more of this.
That was great!
All right, Mia, we got the key for you. I'm free! I'm finally free after who even knows how many days. Chief, thank you so much. Granted, I'd have preferred a rescue before all the probing, but hey, what can you do? Could be worse, right? A little probing is better than a lot, I always say. Or at least that's what I'll say starting right now. Okay, good deal. I need to get back to the city and tell all this to Walter. Well, except for the proby bits. Those are totally not his biz. Although since I did go and wreck an entire skull, I'll probably have to make a full report. A full and complete report. Especially seeing as I just kind of borrowed that skull without asking anyone. Plus, I'm practically a Blade now. Gotta give my report, right? The report about how I bravely infiltrated an enemy installation for the sake of New LA's future. As a prisoner, this time. Next time, though, watch out. In any case, gotta report to Walter. So, I know you just rescued me and all, but... think I could get a ride back to the city? They confiscated all my gear, and I think we've established that I cannot be trusted to get around on my own. You've already gone out of your way for me, right? What's a bit more? Right? Right. Perfect. And know that you're my hero forever because of this, Chief. What's this about? Are you here for me? Wait, is that Mia? Hi there, sir. It's been a while. Last I heard, you just left Primordia. You look, well, that is to say... I'm sorry, it's just very hard to concentrate on your report considering the odor. What? Gah! Sorry, I forgot that I never got to bathe while I was being held prisoner. It was awful at first, but after a while, I kind of started to like it. It was this rank, almost feral scent that made me want to... Ah, sorry. Gross. So sorry, sir. Totally inappropriate as a subordinate. And a lady. And a human being, I suppose. Either way, I clearly lost sight of something. Super sorry. Won't happen again. You've seen some real experience. Got a different look in your eyes now, too. Not afraid of a little mud. But my eyes? Really? I look forward to hearing all about what you saw out there. Yes, sir. I'll have a full report on my activities for you soon. And wait till you hear about all the unofficial stuff. Whew, boy, I've got enough to talk your ears off. But first, I've got something super urgent to report. Oh, all right then, let's hear it. Yes, sir. My captors were a race of xenoforms that specialize in covert operations for the ganglion. Through technological means, they can copy the appearance of other races, as well as their personalities, speech patterns, etc. The visual element is simply an advanced optical camouflage. The form beneath that projection remains unchanged, however, so any physical contact will break the illusion. As for the behavioral aspect, all personality modeling is systematic and appears to be based on pattern replication. In other words, the fidelity of the copy is directly proportional to the amount of information extracted from the original in regards to habits, tics, and so on. Therefore, perfect replication of more nuanced and therefore data-intense facets, such as a subject's relationships with others, is impossible. It appears those inevitable gaps are filled by extrapolation, most likely using a simulated personality built from an existing dataset. I see. So you're saying these are simply incredibly sophisticated disguises, as opposed to literal copies in the biological sense. Yes, sir, though even this imperfect impersonation ability poses a serious threat. But it is not without weaknesses, physical contact and keen observation being chief among them. In my case, it was the intervention of those who know me well that saved me from being, replaced. You're blessed with fine friends, Mia. I am, sir, especially the chief here. In any case, fine work. You brought back intelligence that even Blade operatives weren't able to uncover. I have no doubt it'll play a key role in keeping New LA safe. You should feel proud. It's all thanks to these good role models, sir. I'll pass your report up the chain. In the meantime, follow me. I'd say you've earned my recommendation to become a Blade member yourself. Sir, yes, sir. You hear that, Chief? I feel like I can finally see the path forward, and it's all thanks to you. I hope we can work together again soon, next time as fellow Blades. Oh man, that feels so good to say. If you ever need me, just say the word, you hear? I'll come running, and that's a promise. Apparently, between that quest and when we recruit her, she changed the color of her gear. Anyway, a junior blade who is still learning the ropes but has managed to survive a number of trials with a touch of luck and lots of tenacity. Her next goal is to be placed on the same team with a particular operative she looks up to. And we will not add her to the party just yet, because we are going to go to the Manon ship and add her to the party manually so that we can get that segment recon. And then it will be time to do things that produce hearts.
Take me with you.
Hey there, Chief. You get a new mission? If it's something good, can I help? Please? Please, 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 please?
Bring on the adventure.
All right, I can't wait to show you how far I've come. Your eyes are going to spring right out of your head. And now, out of curiosity, are there Mia affinity missions? And if so, do we qualify for them? It looks like the answer is probably no. Which I suppose makes sense considering all the missions surrounding Mia already. But it's still mildly disappointing. It looks like we've got 3 quests to pick up still. But we should be doing heart-to-hearts. Ones that don't require us to have cats. Because while I do have a cat, it's not active, and I would need to change my active pet. And who knows, maybe there'll still be a heart-to-heart that requires a dog somewhere.
Yup. They call these skells yellow hammers. Okay, a mechanic named Matthew calls them that. And it hasn't really caught on at all, but it's still pretty cool. Apparently the 2-wheeled type is too underpowered for construction work, so they use a 4-wheel model. In other respects, it's basically identical to the models used by Blade, but they paint it a different color and of course give it a bunch of industrial attachments. Still, if you remove the attachments and revert it to its initial configuration, you can equip it with Blade's skull weapons, no sweat. Furthermore, yeah, they are pretty neat. It's nice that you're so knowledgeable. It's cool when people have a thing that they're super interested in and very knowledgeable about. What? Oh no, I'm really not that good at this stuff. I'm still learning, you know? I couldn't possibly keep up with any of the veteran mechanics. Still, I've enjoyed every single day since we landed here on Mira. Yes, we have a lot to learn. People get angry at me, lives are in danger, the ganglion are a bunch of jerks, and blah blah blah. I get it, all that sucks. But I've never been this excited about anything before, and that drives me to work as hard as I can. Oh, whoops. I promised Tika I'd help her test that new weapon after this. She'll be furious if I'm late. Sorry I spent this whole time talking her ear off. Next time I'll give you a chance to talk. I don't believe that's reachable from down here. Unless... Haha!
Huh.
Didn't think I'd see you here.
Fancy meeting you here, Garnet. As you can see, I was just having my gun serviced. I've been working with her since we were back on Earth. She knows exactly what I want and always tunes it to perfection. How about you, Garnet? How do you keep your weapons maintained? Rigorous and amazing personalized maintenance routine. Then you're the sort of woman people can count on. No wonder the Colonel took you under her wing. Armor is one thing. That just hurts you if it fails. But weapons protect the lives of friends and comrades. If you don't keep them in perfect condition, you might not be able to give your all when your team needs you. Have you heard of a man named Mondo, by the way? Can't say that I have. He's from Lau's team. Real low-key guy. Oh, I guess I have heard of him. Give Mondo a gun you want serviced and he'll do you better than any mechanic in New LA. Gwyn actually became his apprentice and was starting to learn his secrets. But I guess Mondo won't be able to teach Gwyn anything again. To think that so skilled a blade could be brought down like that. Even when your weapons are in pristine condition, I guess we all eventually face a threat that's just too big to handle. When my time comes, I don't want to be regretting that I cut corners prepping my gear. You can't ignore the little things. Sometimes the little things are all that keep us blades alive out there. So that heart-to-heart went about as poorly as it possibly could. Looks like we might have to kick Celica out of the party. I mean, honestly, we should kick both Celica and Neil out if we're just doing heart-to-hearts. Because they both have heart-to-hearts that we haven't seen. And Mia is the only character with whom I still need hearts. And who I have access to right now. My understanding is the final character is a post-game one, so...
I like it here.
Ah, Garnet. It's good to see that you're learning your way around the city. It's been a while since I've had a chance to stroll through the commercial district like this. It's made quite an impression on me. How about you? I can't help but wonder how you see this city of ours, Garnet. I kind of want to ask when the city will be finished, but then again, I didn't save immediately before this. But then again, it's worth it. Heh, you don't mince words, do you? I certainly hope you aren't that pointed when you're speaking with the Director General. With Blade claiming so much of the city's manpower, the construction teams are seriously understaffed. As a result, the city itself is progressing at a relatively sluggish pace. I think that's something we'll just have to endure for the foreseeable future. However, I'm well aware that this city will be too small for all of us once we reclaim our real bodies. At that point, we plan to enlist the help of our new xenoform friends and strive to complete projects at a more aggressive pace. Here's hoping for the best. In any case, if you don't mind, I'm going to walk around this area a little bit more. I'm here looking for a teacup that I can keep in your section of the barracks. It's been a pleasure, Garnet. He's looking for a teacup to keep in my section of the barracks. Which means that he is intending to visit more often. If not straight up move in.
That's amazing!
Well... Good day.
Good day to you, Garnet. Are you doing some shopping? Rock and I had some time off, so we decided to explore the commercial district. Are there any shops here that you would recommend? Ones that do not sell food, preferably. Rock has quite an appetite, so it makes more sense for us to prepare food at home. Yeah, El's shop should be an interesting experience. I've actually visited his shop a number of times. He's a delightfully odd creature, and his shop has so many interesting things. I was surprised to see a peeler that only worked on starlight apples. He said it cannot peel potatoes or carrots or anything else. Only Starlight apples. Of course, there's little call for such a specific item. Poor El said he hadn't sold a single one. There were all sorts of other strange things too, like rock orange detectors and vagabond ant observation diaries. I look forward to speaking with El again once he obtains new stock. Okay, we need a cat in order to have our next conversation with Celica. There's one with HB in early morning.
Listen.
Hey, look who's here.
Hey, Garnet. My Skell took a pretty serious beating during my last Interceptor mission. And now I gotta sit here and pretend to listen while this mechanic lectures me about it. That's the way we fight, though. We don't plan for things to go off the rails like that. They just do. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with how you do things. I appreciate that, but I'm fine, really. Outside of the Colonel chewing me out personally, nothing will get me to change my tactics. If experience has taught me anything, it's that it's better to go too far than risk not going far enough. I can't imagine you've come this far without being in the same situation yourself. Yep. Better to regret the actions that you took than the actions you didn't take, etc. I imagine everyone's had that experience at least once. I'm no exception, even though it was a long time ago. That's when I decided I never wanted to feel that way again. Sure, I have moments of indecision, but that's when I just summon my courage and take action. Even when it looks hopeless, I remind myself that I'm doing it for the team, and my courage never wavers. No one will ever die again because I faltered. Ah well, I suppose we should cut this short, huh? I'm supposed to be getting chewed out here. I'm looking forward to our next mission together. I need your support for my reckless ways. Huh. Oh, so he's outside the hangar. Is this a traversable door? No, it is not. Why are you doing that here, of all places? Garnet, what are you doing here?
Oh, lovely.
Damn it all, I can't believe you discovered my secret training regimen. I worked so hard to conceal it from my rivals. But I suppose there's nothing to be done about it now, so go ahead. Make it your own. Steal all of my ideas. I'll find a new and better way to stay ahead of you. But while we're on the subject, what do you consider to be the secret to success? I mean, it depends on what we're talking about success in. Like, if you don't have ability, you can't be successful without luck. And if you don't have that indomitable spirit, you might not even get to put your ability to the test. But, yeah. I would say ability. For once, you and I are of the same mind. Luck may bring victory, but only a fleeting one. Ability at sufficient levels brings not only the possibility of success, but the near certainty of it. Success comes unbidden to the skilled. It is acquiring and increasing those skills that poses the challenge. And that is why I developed my training regimen. I do not see NLA as a place for rest and relaxation, but rather as a forge upon which to temper my skills. After all, it seems that my rival is honing her own skills at an alarming rate. Therefore, I must work all the harder to compensate. And now that I have spilled forth my secret, tell me, what is yours?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I do a whole bunch of missions and they help me level up, and then I put my skills and arts in the right places, and then I can succeed at more missions. I see. By completing a wide variety of assignments, you've gathered valuable experience. I certainly haven't forgotten how effortlessly you completed the mission that I pushed onto you when we first met. Perhaps I merely need more experience to bring out the strength that lies within me. Your advice is appreciated. It seems I have outgrown my special training regimen. From now on, I will accept more missions in order to keep pace with my rival. I will begin by engaging in 10 assignments simultaneously, then work my way up from there. Farewell for now. Only 10? I'm allowed to pick up 20, and I frequently do. Hey, Bose, did you pass by HB on your way here?
Cuts!
Hello, Garnet. I've just been straightening out a ne'er-do-well. He performs no useful function for New LA, yet complains about his lot in life constantly. Therefore, I took it upon myself to set him straight. At the end of my lecture, the young hoodlum attempted to tackle me. I was pleased to see he still had some spirit, but the follow-through was quite lacking. If he continues to scorn the duties that have been assigned to him, then something must be done. I'm considering taking him outside the city on a blade assignment that demonstrates the life-or-death stakes we're dealing with. What do you think? At the very least, it should give him a renewed appreciation for what it means to live within the high walls of New LA. Yeah, don't get him killed if you're trying to teach him that he needs to be more useful. A dead man's no good to nobody. Belay such fears. I will look after him. I believe he needs to stand in another man's shoes to learn who he himself is. His incessant indolence and discontent are born of a belief that he lacks the power to effect change. There are many ways a New LA citizen can contribute without ever setting foot on a field of battle. It's all about spirit. If we can find a way to get through to him, I believe he can change. The moment I berated him was the moment I accepted him as a student. So then, what would you consider to be an appropriate first assignment for this delinquent? Honestly, mediator. Help him see what other people are dealing with. Bah, you coddle the man. How could one who knows no order of his own possibly maintain it for others? I think I'll give him an interceptor job instead. The experience of risking his life should illuminate all sorts of truths for him. Well, I'm going to bring him to the maintenance center. If the good doctors are able to patch him up, he'll begin his blade assignment at once. I cannot wait to meet the man he's about to become. Well, Mia didn't care at all for my answers there. Oh, Alexa needs us to have a dog. I was right to not get rid of the dog just yet. Hey Garnet, I was just checking out your pup here. I can't believe how real it seems. It's warm and has bushy fur, and it feels really good to pet. And when you step on its tail, it barks and bites you. This is some incredible AI. Yep, real cutting-edge technology. It's almost in the same league as Skells. Whoa, wait. What if we put this AI into Skells? Yeah. See if you can get them to make giant mechanical death puppies. Wait, what? You actually like my idea? Well, hot damn, I'm glad someone does. I know Tika would just shoot it right down. When I suggested a while ago that we stop producing cars for New LA and focus on civilian skells instead, she actually slapped me in the face. And then she said that she was saving the backhand return slap for my next stupid idea. It wasn't always like this. Back on Earth, I was just a normal military cadet studying behavioral sciences. Who'd have thought I'd become such a skell fanatic? Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised. Really? You didn't know that? Yeah, my mom wanted me to go into a military academy straight out of high school. I wasn't all that excited about it, but I was a pretty docile kid. I basically went along because I knew it would make her happy. And before I even knew what was happening, I found myself stationed on the White Whale. I never even rode in a skell before I arrived on Mira. Oh, but I'm leaving out all the best parts. I want to tell you the long version of my story, and I want to hear yours too. But we'd better put a cork in this for now. Catch you later. I mean, we are right next to Kirsten. We can turn this in. And that's a guaranteed heart. Huh, so you completed all the all of the objectives, eh? And the final data unit seems to be intact. I say this not as the Frontier Nav operations manager, but as a member of my old research team. Thank you. I am so grateful for what you've done. All boasting aside, Frontier Nav really is a remarkable system. But without a user like you, it's meaningless. Just a network of data probes that produce a pool of random data with no purpose. A blade of your caliber is the final piece required by our design. Why, thank you. I should have said thank instead of that, but whatever. If the team were still here, we'd have a party in your honor. And believe me, there ain't no party like a crazy scientist party. Here, this is for everything you've done. Thank you, Garnet. However, there's still one last problem I didn't consider. All of this recovered data is encrypted, and none of the authors are left to crack it. It won't be easy to figure out what's in these archives, but I'll give it my best shot. In the meantime, I'm sure you'll keep using Frontier Nav to help people in need. Yep. Once I crack this data, I'll let you know right away, but don't be a stranger, okay? I'd love to hear the latest on how Frontier Nav is working in the field. Ah, HB also needs me to have a dog. Oh, Mia's got heart-to-hearts. I suppose that makes sense. Huh? Garnet? I can't believe I let you see me like this. You of all people. This is so humiliating. I was just performing my secret training regimen when this dog happened by. Well, this is the first time I've ever stopped to pet a dog, I swear. Yeah, thanks for being nice to my dog. What? This animal belongs to you? Well, it all makes sense now. That explains why it would appear just in time to interrupt my training regimen. They say that dogs resemble their owners. Now I see just how true that is. Nevertheless, I feel I must discuss a comment I made when last we spoke. Before, I said that I do not see New LA as a place for rest and relaxation, but instead as a forge upon which to temper my skills. I may have been mistaken. I realized that just now as I was petting this dog. While I'm in New LA, pursuing my secret training regimen is, of course, incredibly important. But reminding myself of our struggle's ultimate point is also important, perhaps even more so. Otherwise, no matter how strong my sense of purpose, I could lose sight of what I'm fighting for. Our goal as Blades is not just to fight for this world, but to live in happiness upon it. Yep, sure is. Yes. I am truly grateful that I met this dog. And, to a lesser extent, you. So you like the dog more than me, then? I see how it is. I think we can safely ignore Bose because we know that he has already done a heart-to-heart with a dog. So I'm going to focus on heart-to-hearts that might potentially lead to dog requirements. And thus, make it so that I can swap to a cat and stay with a cat because I prefer cats. Dogs are fine. I don't dislike dogs. I just like cats better.
Listen.
And this is content I've never seen before because it's new to Definitive Edition. Oh, there you are. Got a minute? You know Director General Chasson, right? So he's asked me to share my knowledge of cosmoarchaeology with the people of Earth. Well, we decided to hold a lecture, and it sounds like we have a lot more interested individuals than I expected. I've never done any public speaking in front of alien races. I don't suppose you have any advice? We did just save. Oh, that's a great idea. Celica's sweetness is something that unites all peoples, human and Xeno alike. I'm not even exaggerating. Her presence will guarantee the whole thing will go as smoothly as her skin. I'll go talk to her later. All right, I'm starting to feel good about it. I'm actually looking forward to this now. And my shoulders have relaxed. Score! All that's left is to pin down the exact topic. Cosmoarchaeology is a broad subject. Any suggestions? I mean, you've already got you and Celica up there, so yeah, clue. Yeah, I think it'll have to be something along those lines. If I find Earth culture so fascinating, it surely goes both ways. All right, then I'll do my darndest to accurately and fully convey all the charms of the clue, leaving nothing on the table. All in the hopes that one day it will be more than just Celica and me who get to meet the people of Earth. I suppose that's that then. I think I've got a rough idea in my mind. Thanks for helping me hash it out, and I hope you'll come to the lecture too. I expected suggesting Celica to be the joke option, but both Neil and Mia liked it, so yeah. Okay, who else has heart-to-hearts? Arena, but that's her 5th one, so she'll be done. Alexa has already done one with a dog. Hope has not done one with a dog or a cat. So we need it to be evening.
Wow.
I guess this is just where Neil hangs out. Or is it? Is this where Neil hangs out?
Hiya.
I've been able to make some human friends lately, and I'm starting to really feel accepted here in MLA. And you made it possible. I'll never forget the kindness that you showed me. So, how about that adventure? Okay, I guess this is where Neil hangs out. That's weird. Well, I guess she wouldn't have a segment recon for herself, considering she was newly added in Definitive Edition, so they would have to add a segment in order for her to get segment recon.
By the way,
Small world, huh?
Good evening, Garnet. What a surprise to see you here. I'm actually waiting to meet someone. And who's that? Are you that curious? Well, it's just Ada. We were going shopping together. She insisted that I refuse to counsel anyone on my day off, and instead focus the time on myself. She's going to take me shopping for clothes, and then maybe to pick up some fertilizer for my flowers. After that, she's promised to buy me dinner. Yeah, have a great time. Thank you. I hope everything goes well and we have a lovely evening. Ada has promised that we'll be dining on the finest steak in New LA, so it would be rude of me not to try and thoroughly enjoy it. I will strive to be as uninhibited as I possibly can. Ah, that's Ada over there. I should be going. I look forward to working with you again soon. Okay, there's another hope there. Murderous, I believe, also has not had one that requires a pet. So, Murderous, Fry, and Mia. And Hope are the ones that could potentially lead to cats. Or dogs. Probably dog for Fry, I would imagine, considering Fog has one with a cat.
All right, so guess what?
So this heart-to-heart is in the morning.
Small world, huh?
Good morning, Garnet. To think I'd run into you here, of all places. I've actually just completed a mission. Yeah, I hope it went well. Oh, it was fine, thank you. It wasn't a very challenging task at all. I performed guard duty for someone doing early morning maintenance on the outer wall. Fortunately, we didn't encounter any indigents, and his work was completed without incident. I just stood there like a scarecrow the entire time, so I didn't even accept the reward. Once I've earned enough money to cover the next month's expenses, I decline additional rewards. Previously, I would only save an amount equal to a week's expenses, but Ornella convinced me to save more in case of emergencies. I pursue missions to help others, not for material gain. And for that reason, I prefer to refuse rewards whenever possible. You know, if you accept more rewards than you need, then you will have more money that could potentially be useful in helping others later. Just saying. Yeah, accept the rewards. Save up at least a little bit. Ornella said much the same thing. I agree that it's a good idea to save some money for emergencies. After all, money can solve a lot of problems. It is, as they say, a grand servant and a terrible master. As a gardener, I've always been fond of this quote. Money is like manure. It does no good unless you spread it around. And extra money just stinks. That's not actually part of the quote, but I think the spirit is there at least. Do you know where the reward money for blade missions comes from? In many cases, it's from the pocket of someone who needs help. Once they spend all their money to pay the first reward, what will become of them the next time? What if they can't afford to pay a reward the next time they're in trouble? That's one of the reasons I refuse rewards, so that the people I've helped will be able to afford help again. But forgive me for blathering on like this. I did not mean to preach. I'm going back to the residential district. I promised Ada I'd meet her there. Well then.
Hand over the money.
Oh, it's Garnet. Were you just listening in on that conversation? I heard hand over the money, so... Exactly right. I don't mind if you overheard, but I do hope you were the only one. Once the Lifeholder core is secured, they'll finish building New LA. When the city is complete, its economy will be many times the size of what it is now. Businesses that are primarily being supported by the government now will be able to become independent. It'll be the dawn of a new era of competition and free enterprise like back on Earth. And that means a chance for people of wit and vision to strike it rich. Surely you wouldn't allow a business opportunity like this to pass you by. Yeah, how are you planning to invest? There's so much Moranium on this planet that we'll never be able to mine it all, which means it has only limited value as an investment. Also, as the population increases, we're going to run low on places for people to live. And that will put a strain on New LA's energy supply. The food supply could become an issue too. We're in Mimiosomes now, but when we return to our real bodies, will we be able to keep eating the same things? If you think about all that, it should be obvious what the most profitable investments will be. I'm going to go for it. I'll make all my dreams come true in one fell swoop. I may need your help from time to time, of course. Okay, so she's going to invest in food and energy. Makes sense. And hey, look, Hope wants a dog. Murderous, on the other hand, wants a cat. Can't help but feel like these animals are being typecast.
You came to visit me?
Oh, hello, Garnet. I was just petting this cute dog. He was rubbing up against my legs and snuffling. I think he really likes me. Yeah, dogs can tell good people. You're too kind. Petting a dog like this makes me feel like we're back on Earth. New LA is making progress, but it still doesn't quite feel like we're living the way we used to. Having pets around is a good first step for certain, but what else do you think New LA needs to feel like Earth again? Yeah, honestly, a zoo. A zoo? That would be nice. When we recover the Lifehold core, we can use the DNA stored in there to recreate the animals of Earth. Then people could interact with something that had previously only been seen in old database records. This will be especially important when we get our real bodies back and start having children. The next generation of humanity should be able to experience the creatures with whom we once shared our world. Oh boy, we're at 2 hearts with Mia. And Fry. Fry and Mia are the only remaining ones who could potentially lead to dog.
Listen.
Hey!
Hey there, Garnet. Pretty rare for us to meet on the job like this, eh? You were just talking weapon maintenance. As an interceptor, you never want to go up against an indigent with your weapon and armor in anything less than flawless condition. Yep, that's true. You're damn right we don't charge in half-cocked. We don't even charge in all-cocked. That's a good way to get yourself eaten by some toothy critter. There ain't no way a human can overpower some of these indigents. And if you can't outthink them, you got no shot at all. Hey, let me bend your ear for a bit, all right? When I was just a lad, my dad saw me treating my hunting rifle real rough and told me something. He said, no matter how powerful your weapon, if you let it break down, it's only an anchor. After that, I made it a point to take real good care of all my gear. I even talked to mechanics like this one to make sure everything's in perfect condition. So then, what's your weapon look like these days? Flawless. Right? You know the score. I'd noticed the pristine condition of your weapon, but figured someone else had been helping you. Guess I misjudged you, Garnet. Well, I ain't gonna stand for someone else having the best maintained weapon and blade. I'm heading home to do a little more touch-up work. Later. Oh, there's Fry. He wants a cat. Surprising. So yeah, that means that Mia is the only potential dog person remaining of the people we have recruited so far, because there is still one party member missing. So sorry, Mia, but you're going out of the party so that I can go talk to you.
It's amazing!
Chief!
Chief, what are you doing here? Yeah, who's that guy? Isn't it obvious? He's a client. Anyway, could you maybe sort of leave us alone now? You're interrupting our delicate negotiations. I mean, I could help. Nope, totally not necessary. Hey, are you just looking to get in on the job and divvy up the reward? I bet you are, you sly dog, you. But the answer is still a big no. I'm gonna make like a bass and handle this job solo. Get it? Solo? Solo? Bass? I guess it was supposed to be bass, not bass. Never mind. Admittedly, this is an unusual place and time to meet a client about a job, but I assure you there's nothing suspicious about the request itself. Nope. Nuh-uh. Just a normal job. Nothing special about it. Almost boring, actually. Sleepy time and all that. Heck, the reward isn't even that good. And I'll also remind you that I'm now a full-fledged blade who can easily handle whatever type of mission this cruel world sees fit to fling at it. So make like a donut and roll on out of here. Or donuts roll, right? The cake kind, at least. And there's Mia's next one. And that'll be the only one we qualify for, unless we manage to get her to heart number 3 using this one.
Let me tell you.
Oh, I see.
Shh, I'm trying to think here. Don't interrupt. Now, how exactly am I supposed to get in and out of Sakuraba Industries without being detected? Night security seems pretty airtight, so I may need to go during the day. Maybe I can pretend to be part of the cleaning crew? I just need a mop. Huh? Chief? Is that you? I was just thinking out loud. Yeah, that's the ticket. More meaningless blabber from good old Mia. I didn't hear anything. Aw, dang it. That's a lie, Chief. A dirty, dirty lie. I know you heard all my secret thoughts that I was sitting here speaking out loud. Pretty funny coincidence how you always happen to be right over my shoulder during key parts of this job, Oh, you heard me all right. You waited until you had everything you needed and then decided to reveal yourself. Pretty sneaky, sneaky, Chief. But I'm not going to let you steal this mission from me. I took it and I'm going to be the one to finish it. So stop trying to thief all my business. Anything I can do to help? Help from old Chief herself. I suppose that is tempting. I mean, this is a tough job, and there are some things I could use help with. But nope, I've got to do them myself. It's scary doing it alone, but also less risky. So if you really want to help, just give me your full trust and support. Okay, Chief? That's all I want. Now, I need to work out plans B, C, and D, so you'll have to excuse me. We'll talk again once all this is over. Okay, so that got me 0 hearts with her. And... well, I mean, it got a 1 for finishing the thing. But because it got 0 hearts along the way, and didn't get me to 3 hearts total with her, we're going to redo that. Apparently she wants to be corrected. I hit continue instead of load. That puts us at the autosave, which is too late. I need to go to load. Back to the title screen again. Load. Not autosave. And this heart-to-heart will be the last thing we do on stream, so... yeah, that's just how it works out timing-wise.
Oh, I see.
Shh, I'm trying to... we've already read all this. I'll wait until this. Chastise! I've had just about enough of your scheming, Chief. You just want to get me out of the way so you can steal this mission for yourself. Normally, I'm happy to share pretty much whatever, but I'm not giving you this one. I took the mission and I'm going to be the one to finish it. So quit bugging me, you bugger! No crimes. Stop! You stop right there, Missy. I know that look in your eyes. You were going to murder me. Over my dead body will you murder me, Chief? I mean, you go to hell. Huh? You were just gonna knock me out? Well, that's exactly as bad. All my hard work and planning and junk would have been for nothing. And then all of humanity would pay the price for your foolish foolishness. Look, Chief, you just have to trust me on this one. I'm gonna go in, take what I need, and get right back out again without committing even a single crime. Anyway, I need to work out the details of my totally awesome plan, so you'll have to excuse me. We'll talk again once all this is over. Okay, so apparently we were only able to get a heart from the first of those two branches. But we got it this time, so hey, heart got. And with that, it's time to call this a stream. Thanks for dropping by to watch, and I will be back tomorrow with more Xenoblade Chronicles X. See you then, friends.